Crimes and guns now. When the Supreme Court ruled against a handgun ban in Chicago and Washington, D.C., the mayors of those cities predicted doom. Now, the Windy City's mayor at the time, so angry about that decision, said that people may as well just go settle their disputes in the streets like they did in the days of the Wild West. But do crime statistics tell a different story? William Majaness has a look at the numbers in L.A. Good morning.
Well, Bill, if the murder rate had gone up 20 to 30%, as many feared, there'd be headlines and calls for more gun controls. But what if the opposite happened? Well, gun sales are up 33% in the last 5 years. 49 states now allow concealed carry, and yet nationally, violent crime is down.
I knew he was out there, and so I got my gun out of a drawer. Went around there and let him have it.
82-year-old Charles Robbins took things into his own hands when a burglar tried breaking into his Florida home. Many predicted incidents like this would increase after the Supreme Court overturned gun bans in Chicago and Washington, D.C.
More handguns in the District of Columbia will only lead to more handgun violence.
But so far, statistics say something else.
Murder rates have fallen nationally, but nowhere near close to the huge drop that we've seen in D.C. or now we've been seeing in Chicago.
In Chicago and Washington, the homicide, violent, and property crime rates all fell after the Supreme Court's decisions that upheld an individual's right to own a gun.
Letting people be able to go and defend themselves helps deter criminals from attacking.
There's a lot of data out there, and you got to be careful about confusing what's going on out there.
Anti-gun advocates say national crime rates have continued falling for a variety of reasons and believe the harm associated with guns far outweigh their benefit. Their most recent case in point, the school shooting in Ohio.
We do have still 30,000 gun deaths a year, and what's interesting is there's also a trend that there are more gun injuries.
But right now, with a falling homicide rate nationwide and record high gun ownership, many argue there is not the correlation, Bill, between guns and crime as some